mortality is what makes the human experience fun, and the fact that we're aware of it. Because if you're not aware of your mortality, then like you kind of just don't give a shit about anything that you do. I think mortality is what makes the human experience, and being aware of it. We're going back to episode 1 where we had to design a super secret spy weapon.
Actually, there is going to be an episode 1 connection in this episode, so that's a great transition, Carrie.
Oh my god.
Maybe I was the agent.
Well, okay, wowza. I've had butterflies in my tummy today. I'm sure y'all have too. Way more than me. I'm thrilled for this finale. Congratulations on making the top 5. I have some announcements to make before we get started in the game. Regan will not be able to join us tonight. That being said, I asked her to send me her top 3 picks in order. So if one of you are in the final 3 of those top 3, then you'll get her vote. If 2 of you or all 3 of you are in the final 3, then whoever's number 1 will get the vote. Does that make sense?
Has she been watching?
Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Now I'm excited for this part. We're going to do a little bit differently how we do voting. This is going to be a permanent change. Instead of you Facebook messaging me your vote, you're going to meet me in a breakout room where you can give a little confessional if you like.
Nice.
And then say your vote. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so unless anybody has any questions, we'll move on to the very first challenge. Great. Okay. So like I said, we're going to have a little bit of an episode 1 connection today that's going to be in the form of the first challenge. It's just going to be a little bit similar in the task. I am going to be bringing back 2 judges. One is Michael, who you've met before, and then another is another friend. I want you all, I'm going to give you 5 to 10 minutes based on how you guys feel once I explain what the task is. You are going to come up with your perfect heist. If you were to come up with a heist and pull it off and it went perfectly, this is the story of that happening. You're going to write this out. I'll give you however much time. And then I'm going to meet Michael and the other person in a breakout room and discuss your scripts that you send me with them. And then they have to come to a consensus on their favorite. And then that person will win immunity. Any questions?
What are we stealing?
Anything you want.
Oh.
Is it like the team is anyone, or the team is the people here that we have to?
The team is anybody.
Okay.
Anybody at all, or by yourself. What really make sure to inject your own personality. When I read the scripts that you send me, I'm going to read them anonymously. And I'll even send them to them so we don't run into me butchering the delivery.
When you say scripts, do you want it written like a movie script,
no,
or just like a story?
Type it out and send like a paragraph. I mean, like if you want to elaborate, go ahead, but don't go so long that this whole thing ends up taking a long time. And they have to remember, all of y'all, 5 stories. So if you go on and on and on, they may forget.
And so we're each doing a different story. So it's 5 stories.
You're each coming up with your own individually. And then Michael and mystery person will pick their favorite. How does 8 minutes sound? That sounds okay? All right, and then I'll check in, and if y'all are wrapping up, I'm not gonna make it like a hard 8 minutes. Alrighty, let me know if you have any questions. Please welcome Graham Cook, secret agent extraordinaire, judge to the stars. Welcome, Graham, welcome. Graham will be judging for our first challenge this evening, and so will Michael. Michael will be here in just a second. Michael, great. Woo. Michael. Welcome, Michael.
You have a whole band.
Welcome, Michael. Welcome to the finale.
Excellent.
Thank you for coming back. Second time judging in this competition. So here was the challenge. If you're both ready, Michael, you are still as a statue. I can't tell if you're frozen. Okay. Woo. Good at your job. Okay, so here was the challenge. I had each competitor come up with their own fantasy heist, their perfect heist. They were to write a small, very short story about how their perfect heist would go and send it to me. I'm going to be putting us into our own interrogation rooms. You, me, Michael, Graham, Michael, and I will be in our own room. And we are going to, I'm going to read the stories to you. And then both of you need to come to a consensus of which story is your favorite. Whoever story you pick will win immunity, and the stories will be read anonymously. Do either of you have any questions?
Wait, do we not get to hear all the stories?
No. You guys can share them with each other,
Okay.
but the judging is going to be private, and then you'll get to see the judging in the recording. Hello,
Oh, my
YouTube.
actual human glasses. Hello.
I told some of them, I warned them. I was like, don't make them too long because they have to remember them. Some of them.
Some of them pretty long.
Some
What
of
a
them.
final five.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to read these stories. Feel free to take notes. Actually, I encourage you to just like note down things you liked. And I'm going to call these story number 1, 2, 3.
Let me get a note.
Yeah, get ready. Number 1. This is a true story. Eons ago, when the world was first created and humans first roamed the earth, the concepts of favorite foods were created. Genetics would have it that humans who were related often favored the same foods, and therefore favorite foods were always in short supply. When my brother lived at home, we hid the food for his favorite. We hid the food, for his favorite food was anything. If he, however, got to it first, your favorite food was long gone. That is the story of Christmas Ho Ho and Tasty Cake Heist. It was 2012. The world was to end in 6 days when my brother opened a box of Ho Hos and Tasty Cakes from Santa. He was notorious for stealing my Santa snacks, so I decided this year it was my turn. At around midnight on the 26th, I snuck into his room and covered in clothing. Lights off, pitch black, snoring filled the house. The dog rustled as I tiptoed around him. I knew I would only have one go at this, so I began my search. I checked in his dirty laundry basket, under the dirty clothes on the floor, in the closet filled with dirty clothes, in the other closet filled with dirty clothes, no ho-hos and no tasty cakes. Damn it, I thought, as I continued my search. I snuck up to his top bunk, the wood creaking as he turned over, when I caught a glimmer of the moon reflecting off the white box. That must be it, I thought. But how could I get them? I snuck down and grabbed a short grabber, you know the ones, and reached into his tightly wrapped arms. I gave a yank and the ho-hos went flying from his arms and onto the floor with a crash. He stirred. He sat up and looked at me and then fell back asleep. I snuck back into my room, ho-hos in hand, and ate the whole box tucked safely under my blanket fort. That is the first one. All right.
Well,
First
the
impressions,
prompt was
Michael?
heist. Is this a real heist?
And they did say, they started with saying it was a true story.
So this was a true story.
I like
All right,
this.
number 2. I've always wanted to steal the Mona Lisa so I can cut her eyes out and stick my head in the back of the painting like a cutout they have in front of the ice cream store style, inspired by the very real heist at Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. I will get an official security of the Louvre to be in on this one too. It's night. I swim through the pipes of the Louvre against the current, but I have flippers, so it's okay. I come sneakily out of a toilet and infiltrate the bathroom. I quickly unzip my onesie as I get the poo-poo off. A security guard meets me and gives me a uniform and a fake ID badge. I have spray paint. I spray paint out the security cameras before they see me, and if anyone sees me in person, they know it's okay because I look like a security guard and I have a sick French accent. I also have a knife and a gun. I get to the Mona Lisa, jumping and flipping around lasers. I take out my gun and then shoot around fractured area in the glass. It's bulletproof, but the gun is special and powerful enough to fracture. I use the knife to do the rest. A hole is cut. I cut out her eyes right then and there and leave them. It's performance art. I leave the name and number of someone I hate. I exit the same way I came, except I wrap up the Mona Lisa in the poopy suit and I take some poop for the team. Dream come true.
Take some poop for the team.
That's what it,
Some poop
that's
for
what
the
it
team.
says. I'm not
Yeah.
sure
Okay.
what that means either.
You don't know
Okay.
what that means?
Nope.
Oh,
Number 3.
tell you when you're older.
Right.
Where better to pull off a heist than directly under someone's nose? That is the scene of the most perfect caper of all time. So perfect, in fact, that no one has ever heard of it until now. The Mustachio family fortune was built on barbershops, beard oils, handlebar patents, and other facial hair products, and has been the prize of many a thief's imagination for decades. But only I have ever had the guts to actually pull it off. Right as the Mustachio Annual Gala commences at Dollar Shave Club headquarters, I snuck into the family estate with a team of 6 highly skilled barbers, SEAL Team Slick, if you will. As the mustachios danced the night away, we broke into their mansion by covering the security cameras with shaving foam, throwing hot towels over the infrared grid to make them malfunction, and using a mustache hair stolen from Michael Mustachio Sr. himself, stolen weeks prior by his personal barber to disable the alarm system. But the piece de resistance was breaking into the family safe, shaped as a giant mustache, of course. After stealing millions of dollars and a few bottles of aftershave for our troubles, we escaped into the night, never to be heard from again.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to move on if you're ready.
Yep.
4. The greatest heist needs the greatest treasure. To settle for anything less would be to cheapen the heist, cheapen my skills as a thief. What, though, could the greatest treasure be? If everyone knew about the treasure, they'd all be clamoring to get it, and I would never be secure in my possession of it. The greatest treasure would be the safest treasure. So the greatest treasure has to be the one that only I know, the best kept secret in the world. How, though, to discover such a secret? I need to acknowledge such a secret. But now I see, however, that all along the knowledge was the true treasure, for merely by its secrecy it renders itself precious. But now that I have that treasure, I have nothing to do with it but release it, for a secret kept is a secret forgotten. So my treasure is worthless, and in the end, all I have stolen is your attention. This is my heist.
Ooh.
All right. And finally, if I may,
Yeah.
number 5. In our heist, we have assembled the perfect team in order to steal the cast list and boot order of Survivor Season 41 so that we can place perfect bets on the season. Our team, Ethan and the final 5, Carrie, Ellie, Evan, Motorcycle Dave, Matthew, and Sam, who are the final 5 in this game. The heist begins with Motorcycle Dave, Matthew, and his trustworthy motorcycle and cat sidekick, Momo. Motorcycle Dave will be entering in disguise as a security guard. Motorcycle Dave will cover shifts at perimeter entrances, allowing our later agents to enter undisturbed. Momo, being the cutest kitten imaginable, will provide extra distractions as bystanders will be too distracted by her cuteness to notice what is going on around them. Next, we have the actress extraordinaire, Carrie. Carrie will be entering the CBS headquarters and causing a scene. Carrie is the face of our operation, utilizing her excellent acting skills in order to create a distraction. Carrie will enter the building and begin to have a medical emergency, distracting the guards inside. At this time, Ellie and Sam will be entering from the cafeteria back door, and Ethan and Evan will be entering through the main entrance, avoiding the guards who are dealing with Carrie. Inside the kitchen, Sam and Ellie will be disguised as cooks, tainting the food in order to cause a mass case of food poisoning. Our main targets will be Jeff Probst. As Jeff Probst is in the bathroom throwing up from his spoiled lunch, Matthew will be escorting Ethan and Evan disguised as IT maintenance workers. Ethan will try to comfort Jeff Probst while Evan sneaks into Jeff's office and downloads the episode information. In addition to stealing the season info, Evan has also uploaded Ethan's resume to the CBS job portal. With the combination of the resume and personally comforting Jeff Probst, Ethan gets hired as an executive producer, allowing us to have insider access of all future seasons. That's it.
I like how that one was Ocean's 8, but worse.
Sure. All right, yeah. Say what you want to say about your favorites.
I've given each of them a ranking out of 5.
Hmm.
Story 1, 4 out of 5. I liked it as a true successful heist. It had ups and downs of story structure. Pretty good. I like the imagery, the moonlight on the ho-ho box, using the tool, the grabber. It almost going wrong and them getting caught, and then it turns out snuck away scot-free. I like that in a heist. Like the last minute you think it's going to go wrong. Story 2, all theoretical. Also, kind of a messy heist. Why do you have to spray paint the cameras if you're in a uniform? Seems like you're leaving a lot to be desired. Number 3, I like how it was themed. I like the mustacheness. I like how well thought out the details are. It's like number 2, but done better. Number 4, it was nothing. It was a 0 out of 5 until the twist. That twist brought up to a 3. Story 5, nothing. Story 5 is bad.
Michael?
Do I just have to say I liked how
Anything you want.
thorough that was. I just think I got to give it a 4. They did it. That was the heist. They heisted us.
The one
But
that
was it the
put up
greatest
all-
heist?
Because meanwhile, every second that we were listening to it, that was another gear in the cog of the heist.
I'll give you this. Good heist in terms of saying like, yeah, you stole our attention. Congrats. But that's always a part of a heist, is that someone's stealing the attention. You got to distract. So what's the real heist going on?
That's true. I will say close second was the mustachio, because I did like it. Do we need to agree?
You have to come to a consensus.
I agree with mustachio. I'll give it
to mustachio. I think that's just the world building there.
Is your final decision is mustachio?
Yeah, I'll go with mustachio.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you all back.
How are we announcing? Or Ethan, are you announcing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. The winner of our first challenge is, and then can you both go?
Hello.
We're back. We're back from our meeting. We had a very intense discussion. It got a little physical at a couple of points. But in the end, we have a winner. The winner of our first immunity challenge is
Sam.
Sam. Congratulations. You have 1 immunity.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm honored.
Great. A guaranteed spot in the final 4 in this game. Wow, very exciting. Alrighty. Thank you very much to Graham and Michael. You both may leave now. Great. All right. How does 7 minutes sound? We'll be back at 8:15. Great. Tribal Council, 8:15. Okay, everybody, let's start coming back. Send the linky to the jury. Y'all got me saying Delinky on recording. I got me saying Delinky on recording. All right, please welcome back Margot. That's Chalupa. Welcome back, Storm. Oh my God. Please welcome back, Park. Parker, that's hilarious. That's really funny. Welcome back. And Grant should be here. I don't know if the jury knows Regan will not be able to attend this tribal. Please welcome back, Grant. But I had Regan list her top three, and whichever of those will make it to the end will get her vote, or whoever's the highest ranked of those three will get her vote. What else? What else? No, that's it. Sam, congratulations. You have won immunity in the final five challenge.
Thank
Sam,
you.
a guaranteed spot in the final four. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I've sort of feel like I've been playing this whole game like flying by the seat of my pants, not really having any advantages or anything to like make me feel better about my place. So having one immunity this late in the game definitely makes me feel
Yeah.
really great.
You have gone to a lot of tribals in this game, and this is your first immunity win, I believe.
It is.
How has going into this tribal been different than other tribals?
Well, just because there's such a small pool of us now. I mean, we've all talked to each other at one point or another, and we've been on the same team at some point in the game. So it feels more personal for sure.
Mhm.
And it's definitely more of a difficult decision to make.
Uh-huh. Okay. Matthew, I'll just say it. You were very close to winning this past immunity challenge. Very close. How much did you need this win, do you think?
No way of knowing for sure. I'm feeling okay looking ahead, certainly not too worried, but the tides of fate can be surprising. That is one thing that I have no doubt about. So we'll just see what happens.
Okay. Ellie, do you think the tides of fate are going to be surprising in this vote, or do you have a good grasp on what's about to happen?
Um, I hope I have a good grasp on what's about to happen. If not, that would be super scary. But I love this game. I don't know.
Yeah. Carrie, how are you feeling? Are you loving this game? I feel like you've been through a roller coaster.
Yeah, I would maybe definitely agree with you on the roller coaster part. I'm feeling not I really like playing this game. It's been a lot of fun, and a nice way to distract myself from the outside world. But I am sitting here looking at four people that were on the original tribe together. And that's definitely a very scary place to be in. But
Oh,
at the end of the day, like I think everyone's played a really good game and I've made it to final five. I'm pretty proud of myself.
wow. Evan, do you agree with Carrie's perception that this vote is going to be along perhaps original tribal lines?
Um, I think it could very easily be that. Like if like I think like obviously me, Sam, Ellie, Matthew, we all have like that history of being on OG Aubergine Queens and like we had more time to talk. Like for me, like personally, like with Carrie, we were never on the same tribe. So like we only started talking at merge. But I think like this is kind of that time where you have your allies and you're working with your allies, but also you're looking at like what do I need to do to guarantee my ability to get further, and who I'm sitting next. If I make it to final three, who do I feel comfortable sitting next to? So those are all factors, and so tribal lines doesn't always mean that's the best move, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
For sure. That does make sense. All right. Well, that's the tribal. Anybody want to answer my secret question? Nobody. Nobody. Oh my God.
I'll do it. I'll
You'll
do it. Yeah.
Evan, name somebody on the jury that you think would vote for you in a final three, generally.
Ooh, that's hard because of last round, but I think maybe Parker I think would maybe vote for me. depending on, I guess, what happens these next two votes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. No, that's a tough question. I appreciate your answer. All right. If anybody has an advantage that they would like to play before the votes are cast, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Great. It is time to go vote. I informed the players this. I don't think the jury knows. Jury, this is going to be true for you as well at Final Tribal. We're doing voting a little differently now. You're going to join me in a breakout room where you can give a little confessional if you like, and then you will tell me who you're voting for instead of messaging me the the name. So I'm just going to jump into the other room, and we're going to start. Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for your patience.
Hi, Ethan. My pleasure. No worries.
Okay, take it away. Whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna vote for Matt.
Okay.
I'm voting for Matt because he's been really a strong competitor thus far, and I think he's played a really good game. And he's not someone I'd want to sit next to in a Final Four or Final Three.
Sounds good. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much for
Ethan.
that. I'll be putting you back in your thing.
Whew. I feel like I have a lot of enemies on the jury. I got to bring people to the final three who, like me, have betrayed people as well. For this reason, I'm casting my vote to Carrie. Sorry, girl. I love you as a friend, and I'm sorry for flipping you off that one time.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll say who I'm voting for and then like say why. So I'm voting for.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it turns
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I'm so nervous. Why
I
am
know, I know.
All right. Well, I'm voting for this person because I think at this point in the game, I want to play as honest as possible from here on out. And, you know, you have to lie to get ahead in this game. And I've lied to quite a few people. And I kind of want to stop lying to this person. And they need to know that they've sort of made it this far because we've let them, and that their time has ended, even though I've grown to love them a lot, but
Yeah.
their time is up. So for that reason, I'm voting for.
Ethan.
Okay. You have as much time as you like to say whatever you want, but I need a name.
Right, the name is
Okay, everybody. The votes are in. All right. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now is the last tribal council you can do so.
I'd like to play my hidden immunity idol, please.
Okay. You playing it on yourself?
Yes, please.
Okay. Matthew's playing his idol. All votes cast against Matthew will not count. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll also play my idol on myself.
Evan is playing his idol on himself. All votes cast against Evan will not count. Anybody else? Okay.
Yo, Ellie, it's either me or you.
I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately and become the 6th member of our jury. Counting Regan. Here we go. First vote. Matthew does not count. Second vote. Carrie. Third vote. Carrie, the 6th member of our jury. Carrie, I'm so sorry. I need you to leave the Zoom call. So sorry, girl. RIP. Thank you, jury. All right, Margot Storm, get out of here. I'm gonna kick you. All right, removed. Okay.
I love the mood that Storm is exuding this entire time.
That was intense. That was intense. She seemed emotional, as one would be in this position. All right. Does anybody have anything they want to say?
That was unfortunate, but I think it was bound. I don't want to say bound to happen, but I think unless she won immunity, I think it was gonna happen, which is unfortunate for her. But
yeah. In this game, sometimes that's just where the dice landed, the cards that you were dealt.
Tides of fate.
Tides of fate's the way it goes. Amen. All right, everybody. We're going to proceed to our final immunity challenge of this game. Congratulations on making the final four. This is the last challenge you will need to do in this game. Whoever wins this will have a guaranteed spot in the final three. So I run this challenge every season at the final four. We're going to be doing a Dungeons and Dragons Battle Royale fight to the death. And this time we're on a boat.
Yes.
Hey.
I love this.
Great.
Oh my God.
Little butthole up there. I got a little side boat. This is underneath. This is like the first floor of the boat.
Okay.
This is not a separate boat. On your turn, you're going to command your person, whichever person you're assigned. You are able to do anything you could conceivably do in real life in 6 seconds. So your turn is supposed to simulate 6 seconds of something happening. Anything. The goal is to murder each other, and whoever is left at the end will win immunity. You all have 10 hit points. And then my only other piece of advice is to go on instinct. Don't try to craft a master plan because you never, like Survivor, you never know what's going to happen around the corner. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, great.
Ellie just shotgunned that beer in like 3 seconds.
I know what I want. I have 6 seconds to figure it out.
Okay. Can I open the treasure chest?
Okay, you open the treasure chest to find a swashbuckling sword.
Can I make like a fortress with the pillows so as to protect myself?
I would like to take an anchor and like throw it at the whirlpool in the hope that it like catches in the pool and starts sending the ship down.
Can I take my knife and like stab it? Because Matthew's about right where I am. Like,
I like that. You want to like stab into his little feet.
Did I try to jump onto the rowboat?
Can I try to swing from one crow's nest to the other?
1, 2, 3, out of the boat. Down to 1 hit point. Matthew, everybody else perfect health. Matthew perishes as you bonk him in the head with your oar.
I have my ball chain. Throw that at Sam. Sorry, Sam.
At least I could add some drama to this.
Can I try to lasso her and pull her into the water?
Okay, you lasso her. Natural one. I'm gonna say it's an. I'm not even gonna roll for drowning. I'm gonna say you start drowning. Ellie has drowned.
no.
Wow. That was
Evan.
Anything. Damn.
Evan has just won immunity. Evan, a guaranteed spot in the final 3.
wow.
How do you feel?
Amazing. I'm sorry for murdering everyone.
That was a hard fought battle. I want to say this, everybody, you all made the most creative decisions that I've seen yet in this challenge, and I had a lot of fun with that. So thanks for that. Great. Okay. Let's take 7 minutes. We'll be back at 9:10. Tribal Council.
Okay, I need to pee, but my phone will be on.
That was so intense
That really was.
and so fun.
I'm glad that we I know we should be strategizing, but I'm glad we at least from what it seemed is we were all kind of just, there was no tag teaming
Animosity.
shenanigan.
Yeah.
I watched this challenge in one of the older seasons, and one of them it was literally a 3v1 gang up, and that just did not sound like fun.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
So I'm glad we all kind of took shots at each
Went
other
for each
equally.
other. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was so much fun.
Absolutely.
Actually, it was really nice to be peeing and texting at the same time because I felt like a release, if you will, and also more calm. I don't know.
Yeah. Double whammy.
Double whammy, baby. Dude, that's the fucking cutest cat in the world. It's so
What can I say?
I fucking love that cat. Is she on her belly? Oh my god. Matthew, she loves you.
I know.
On a real note, I am just super happy that it's the four of us here. I don't
It's a
know.
nice group.
Yeah.
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 No, I'm really happy it's this squad that
Yeah.
I know things got maybe a little rocky midway through, but no,
We
it's
made
been
it.
and I just also just been a great pleasure getting to know all of you.
Operation Queens, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And also whatever happens at this vote, I don't no hard feelings. If you guys want to get rid of me, whatever. But also this has been fucking fun. New friends. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel the same.
me too. We had a good time playing, and that's what counts.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's begin Tribal Council. We'll be welcoming back the members of our jury as they filter in here. Hello, Grant. Welcome back, Margo.
Nice.
Welcome back, Parker. Hi, Carrie. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, everybody. Thanks again for your patience so much. Welcome to the very last Tribal Council before the final Tribal Council. Final four. Evan has won immunity. Evan, a guaranteed spot in the final three. How do you feel? What's going through your head?
Again, just always really nice knowing that I get at least a chance to talk it out. I've a fun little anecdote is, so I was in New York this past weekend for Thanksgiving, and we were walking around, and I got shat on by a pigeon, which I think is a little bit of karmic justice for some of my actions in the game, but I also learned that being shat on by a pigeon is good luck. So I have equally accepted the karma, but also tried to manifest that good luck in this round, and it looks like it paid off to at least get me here.
Matthew, do you feel that you have a karmic debt to pay throughout this game, or do you think you've been playing truthfully and fairly?
From this game as opposed to the rest of my life, no.
As in this game, not your soul, no.
Yeah. Not really. Yeah, no, I've been pretty straightforward, I think. Who is more blind to their own actions than the person doing them, or something like that, but
Yeah,
I
sure.
think I've been as straightforward as I can. So
And do you think
I'm-
do you think people were straightforward with you just now?
I certainly hope so, and I think so, but again, no way to know for sure. So we'll just see what happens. I'm just sort of, detached from anything specific, sort of excited and anxious. I don't know if there's some specific outcome that will or won't go a certain way, but just generally energy.
Yeah. In in Survivor canon, the person who gets voted out on this vote is referred to as the fallen angel. We've had some great fallen angels in the past: Jaden, Yael, Janelle, and something that is often kept in mind with the fallen angel vote is that people are voting for you because they think that you would beat them in this game. Sam, if you are fallen angel, would you take that at all as a compliment, or would it just be pure devastation?
I mean, it's probably equal parts devastation and flattery.
Uh-huh.
It sucks to come that close and then not be able to plead your case. But I don't know. I've talked to all three of these people a lot during the game, and like at the end of the day, I can't have hard feelings as much as I would really, really like to be in that final three.
Okay. So speaking of hard feelings, Ellie, thinking about like managing the jury and how they might be feeling, how do you think the jury is feeling in general?
If I had to guess, I'd guess they're mad at me.
At you. At you.
Yup. I mean, I hope I get the chance to plead my case, and on a personal level, like I also hope that there are no hard feelings, because this has been an incredibly emotional game for me, and like a lot of these votes have absolutely devastated me, and I've made great connections, and I mean, I hope that none of that changes, because this is a game. But to be, I think, like where you are in the game right now, like there is some element of like betrayal and strategy that has to happen. Like that's the name of the game. And I I would love to plead my case, but if I had to guess, I can't imagine that I'd be their favorite person. But honestly, like they're all sitting where they are right now because they're better players than us. Like they all, if they were sitting where they are right now, like, or if they were sitting at the final three, like it's kind of game over. Like a lot of them, like I don't want to be sitting next to them at the final three, and like I hope they take that as a compliment. But like there are amazing games that happened that had to be ended because the people who are sitting where they are right now had to be able to do that. So I would hope that in the name of strategy, amends could be made. So I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Does anybody have does anybody want to volunteer for the secret question?
I'll do it. Why not?
You'll do it, Sam? Okay.
Yeah.
Sam, I know it's tough, but just give me what your hunch is. Who didn't tell you the truth this tribal council?
I kind of feel like